What's up, everybody? Doug, Matt, Mark. We're the Refractor Line. So today, big show again. Matt versus Mark rivalry.
Yeah, this is big time.
Yes, second match,
Yeah.
guys. Second match in the unofficial, official Refractor Line MetaZoo Invitational Tournament.
This is just practice, right? I don't want this going on my official record.
It's an unofficial, official tournament. So this is like your amateur. This is like your Golden Gloves record before things start getting real.
You got to get out of the Golden Gloves. You want to, really show up and start getting paid.
Is it like a Premier League where I have to...
You get relegated?
What if I get stuck in the bottom?
Yeah, no, you're like the 8th tier league right now.
Oh, bummer.
There's
only 3 of us.
But it's that big tournament where everybody plays each other.
You can only go up. You can only go up. All right,
yeah,
but fun show today. We're also going to talk a little bit about Nightfall, the second set coming out from MetaZoo, and we're going to talk about the MetaZoo secondary market, jam-packed, so we're just going to jump right into it. Guys, I already got it open, so let's talk a little MetaZoo secondary market while we're here. So let's hit a quick refresh since I got it open. eBay, total sales in the past 90 days of MetaZoo, 11,260 sales. That's a lot of transactions.
Up over last week. I want to say last
was
9,000.
Yeah.
So we're up 2,000, right? And so this is the part, though, guys, that's going to get real interesting. So get rid of solds and let's see what's listed. It's still the 4,376. Thank you, Judge Judy Slayer. It's still the 4,376 MetaZoo. So what's that saying to me? It's saying to me that there's not a lot of stuff getting listed. It's not keeping up quite with what's selling.
Yeah, and it seems like, people might be waiting for the second set to drop.
Right. So what is that telling you, Mark? That's a great point. That a lot of stuff isn't being opened now. Channel Fireball's got their special. If you want to get in on that bundle,
fuck that bullshit.
You want to give them $500 for a booster box that they held back?
I saw they lowered the prices a tad on some of their stuff.
They held back product. This is going to jump into my next kind of Nightfall point. But I just want to show, talk about this market real quick. Then I'll jump in on what I think of Channel Fireball screwing up the market. But so, Channel Fireballs, it's healthy sales. I mean, not Channel Fireball. Now you got it in my head.
eBay.
MetaZoo has healthy sales on eBay.
Yep.
Right? They are very healthy. You were taking a look here. Some phony baloney grading company. This guy.
What is
He's
that?
doing it himself. He got to do it himself. I've thought about this. And he seems to be the only dude with the GSG.
It's funny you say that, since I am a member. I told you I'm a member on one of the Facebook buy and sell groups for MetaZoo.
Yep.
And there's one guy that listed like he posted like, oh, I have these for sale, and he's like, side note, I am the owner of this grading company. It was his own company.
Is there? This is interesting. Is there a regulation in the industry?
He graded his own.
How does that work?
He graded his own cards.
No,
Is there coming out, Jim?
Come and get them.
Somehow I got all 10s. I mean, I did a great job. I'm very honest. No, it's like, dude, it's like when pre-war card collectors took all their stuff private. All their auctions are now on their website. So pre-war card collectors gonna, and they're gonna investigate themselves.
Yep.
So anyway, back when I'm saying like this is phony baloney. I wouldn't even touch this with a 10-foot pole. But scroll down. This is an interesting one, right? PSA Gem Mint 10 Sam Sinclair 505. Guys, end time perfect Saturday 8:25 p.m. Should be a fun, robust auction. Mark.
That's a great time to end an auction. I'll tell you that much.
Speaking of, this is a PSA 9 Kickstarter. Cool. Again, Saturday, 8:24 p.m. Everything's going well.
Everyone around. A lot of people don't work Saturday night. They're available.
Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, gang. Let's go to auctions. PSA.
Or you could make sure you're available on
So look,
Saturday.
8:25 p.m., 8:24 p.m., 7 p.m. These are all fun. Everything.
Smart.
Getting your most
I
out
like
of,
this one
out
at
of
the
it.
bottom. This is good.
This guy, Kickstarter doing good. 8:31 p.m. Sure. Ooh, man.
Someone
Gang.
made a rash decision in the middle of the night.
Oh, man.
Somebody had a wild Sunday. A wild Sunday.
And this is in America. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, I thought it was Britain or something at first.
And
no,
so California, they are
2 hours
behind
so
us.
So this is 1:49 a.m.
That's still not.
That's bars usually close at 2. Maybe the bar closed at 1. He got home,
He decided Sunday night, bars closing early. He's getting home early, going to do some work. And he did this. This is like the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I don't mean to rip on this guy. Well, I do. I do mean to rip on him. It's a terrible decision. You're leaving money on the table, 1, by doing an auction. 2, 3:49 a.m. Monday morning. I got things to do. I got a 3-year-old even. I'm not up it.
I think even the worst part is that this is Labor Day Monday, meaning people are going to be hammered from the night before. No one is getting up at 3:49.
I am not getting. Oh my god.
Good point. I forgot.
I'm not getting up at 3:49 on Labor
It's
Day.
a holiday weekend here.
No,
Yeah,
Did he think we were gonna stay?
Or you're staying up.
Keep the party going so I can bid on off, man.
Well, and the thing is, guys, add an hour for the East Coast too. I mean, that's
Sure.
4:50 a.m.
450.
I mean,
They got a
that's
better
even-
shot than I got.
I mean, you got a better shot at getting up early. We got a better shot at staying up all night. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, we're right,
we have a better chance of staying up all night. They have a better chance of getting up early. Us versus the East Coast. I'm not interested in this bad end time. I wouldn't even I wouldn't trust myself to bid on it. I don't believe.
I'm going to set an alarm.
Yeah.
Are you?
For Monday at 3:40.
3-4. Give yourself a 9. Have a
No.
coffee. Get.
Make sure I'm lucid.
And when you see a seller do stuff like just be careful. I mean, just make sure you're following all the rules. Just
right.
you know,
Because I do want it. Like Mark makes a good point. He's got one picture. Okay, one picture.
Just
Not saying
be
there's anything
careful.
wrong with it. Take that number, type it into the PSA pop report. I mean, screw it. Let me do it.
Let's just do it now.
Yeah, let's do it now.
Let's go to psacard.com. Get our pricing address. Let's type it in. Let's do the lookup. Where is the lookup? Right here, gang. All right, it is 630. I remember 630. You guys.
56494.
Okay, 630 56494.
Yeah.
Probably legit. I believe in it.
I
right?
believe this. Yeah.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Card number 3. Population is 10.
Wow, it's already 10. Pop
10
reports. How about
minutes.
that?
But here's the thing, gang. Legitimate card, sure, great. Only got one picture for us. There's a little wrinkle here, but guys, if you read his well written description, little wrinkle you can see is from the sleeve. That's over the slab. That's it. No
okay.
returns though. This is done. What you're buying, you're
Well,
buying.
that can't be right. Oh, it's the sleeve that's over the slab. Not
Yeah,
the
there's
inside.
that little
Gotcha.
plastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it comes in a little,
Gotcha.
almost like a little penny
I
sleeve
just-
over it.
Look, you're asking people to pay you a lot of money. You could write them more than 3 sentences. You can end an auction before 3:49 a.m. That's all I'm saying. And again, if you have one of these, don't use this as a price point because it's not. He's not going to get the money. And if you're somebody who wants to invest and buy cheap,
Use it as a price point.
This is
Sure.
absolutely. This is a buying opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. You want to get in, set your alarm.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to put in a last bid and then go to bed and just hope for the best.
Sure, or people might have those sniping programs, which eBay's kind of cracking.
Those are a
on.
thing.
They're getting better.
Well, they're kind of cracking down on them. So good luck. I don't use them. I trust.
I like the old-fashioned stuff. That's right.
old sitting on my computer. I
Yeah.
actually go to my PC. I don't do it on my phone. I go to my computer, refresh, make sure all the clocks are lined up.
Do you remember? I mean, now on your desktop it counts down. Do you remember when you would have to like mentally count down?
I do. We did great with that though. We were
did.
buying Charizards. So Matt and I, quick brief story about Matt and I. We were one of the first 5 to 10 people to get Pokemon cards graded.
Yeah.
I mean, when
We didn't know what was what.
I was one of the first, and just brief story about Doug. Yu-Gi-Oh! I literally had 25% of the Yu-Gi-Oh! PSA graded market when I first started listing. Like I had 25% of the cards where you'd come up would be mine on eBay.
You're like the guy on Mars that colonized it.
Well,
Mark.
basically.
Oh, that guy.
And,
Yeah.
now, and now I'm just waiting on PSA to
That
send it
Wham
back.
dude,
but,
yeah.
but that's the thing, though, is like you want to talk about Matt and I's experience. We've been through this before.
Yeah. Yep.
We've been with sets that have finally started to get graded. MetaZoo was smart to let PSA know what they had. They contacted PSA, worked it out, figured out what they had. PSA could grade the cards. They had all the information they needed. That's important, which is going to lead us into, gang, we're talking Nightfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nightfall boxes, their second set coming out. It's October. I want to say 31st, but it's probably not that. 21st?
Yeah. I don't-
20th?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think it's the 20th. Somebody, look, one of my associates here can do a quick Google.
Yeah. No, I'll look it up for you.
Sure. So look it up. But I'm telling you, like, one of the cool things about that is, okay. they have-
October 20th.
October 20th. Okay, 20th of October. So they have double the inventory, double the production run of the original Cryptid Nation first edition. All right, so 25,000 boosters to 50,000 boosters. They've switched the distributors, right? They were using Golden. They might still be using a little bit of Golden, but I believe they've moved to another one to kind of get everything out there. And not that Golden's a bad distribution company. I don't know anything about cards and distribution. I just know they have a small reach. So they switched to somebody who's a little bigger, and they still use Golden. Golden's just not getting as much. So what did we learn? Quickly. We know they're using different distribution companies in Australia, United Kingdom, etc., Canada. They have 50,000 boxes. Those boxes sold out right away. Everybody's allotment sold out right away to the local game stores. That doesn't mean to you and I there were no pre-orders. Most of them don't know how much they're getting. That's why you're not going to see pre-orders on the internet right now. They don't know, and they don't want to refund people because it costs.
Well, the pre-orders that you do see are phony baloney. Like I wouldn't trust any.
Don't trust them. It's going to cost them 3.5% for every refund. So that's why a lot of companies aren't doing it, because 3.5% of like $10,000 is more money than I want to give somebody for just messing up.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm not doing that, cuts into it. Because that's the type of service fees you pay your credit card processors, etc. So, what are we getting at? There's double the production run, right? There is going to be more distribution, more local game stores happening. This is MetaZoo's stand. They're saying straight up, we believe people want our stuff, not just investors. We believe local game stores can sell our stuff. We're doubling our production. Our price is being doubled to $150 a box, right? $149 or is it $140?
It's $139.
$139, so $140. $140 a box. They're saying we believe we can sell this. We believe at this MSRP, our partners at the local game stores can sell this, and they're making their stand. That's the bottom line. We're not seeing a lot of movement on eBay. Why? Because people aren't opening stuff, right? There's no stand to be made there. People are just saying, I'm not listing. I got to see what happens. And guys, what do you think?
I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to list something right now, oh man, and it takes off in a month, you're going to kick yourself. You know what I mean?
You're going to kick yourself.
You're going to be like, why couldn't I wait 60 days? And it's one of those things, you know, do I think it's going to collapse in 60 days if they don't sell it? No, I don't think it's going to. I think this has more legs still.
Matt, what do you think? If MetaZoo, the Nightfall doesn't get out, doesn't sell out of all these local game stores, what happens to it?
I think
Is
it's
it
bad.
fine?
We had talked a little bit on the text chain about the first edition is, I think, for people that are looking to have stuff to hold. People are going to be playing with first edition, but ultimately Nightfall, because they're doubling the production, those are going to be the cards that people are playing with. So if that does not sell out, that says people don't want to play it. It's not going to have a long shelf life. It's just not. It has to. Do I expect it to have the same hype and same value, like currency-wise, as Cryptid Nation? No, I don't. But if double the production, it's not supposed to.
That's not supposed to. It's supposed to be playable.
Yes.
And when they're they call it second edition. They're not calling it unlimited. They're calling it second edition, which is the first edition set, which is Cryptid Nation. So all of the base cards you're getting. When that comes out in December, they need Nightfall to have sold out. They need Nightfall to be out. They need people to want to supplement their decks and say, I want to play this game. Give me the second edition stuff to build my deck. First edition stuff I realize I can't buy. I realize that's for investors. I'm staying away from it. I want second edition to build my deck.
To actually play the game, yeah.
If that doesn't happen, it's done. It's done. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. They can't fix it. This isn't Final Fantasy 14 Online where they can go back, shut everybody down, restart with some sort of Realm Reborn crap that everybody loves. It's not that. It literally has to happen. And that, I like that. They're betting on themselves. They're saying, we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We have a fun game here. We have cool cards. We have a great community who wants to buy these, who's not able to buy these. I don't know. I mean, Matt,
It's
you and I have been in the game a while.
We have.
For grading cards, buying cards. I've never seen a company bet on themselves like this.
Neither
I've
have
never
I.
seen that.
And I was thinking about this, like when we weren't cognizant of Pokemon when it first. We knew what it was, but we weren't in the sphere of Pokemon. When Pokemon first came out, like my assumption is that everyone played it when it first came out. No one got the first edition Pokemon and thought, I'm going to hold on to this because this is going to be super valuable.
Right.
So that's why the stuff is inherently valuable now, is because everyone played it, therefore the condition is much more sensitive.
Yeah.
With MetaZoo's first edition, I think a lot of people already knew that like this could blow up eventually. I'm going to hold on to all my first edition stuff and then wait for the playable stuff.
And what happened, which made it kind of fun, kind of topsy. So if you don't follow Tops at all, they mess things up on purpose and act like they don't. And look, that's conspiracy theory. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's been proven.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take. They mess things up on purpose and act like they don't. MetaZoo used an international printer who shipped the boxes back, and believe it or not, every box I've seen is a ding. Has been messed up. They're damaged. I haven't seen any mints. I haven't. For me, kind of a thing, right? Like kind of a neat, like, oh man, now we got some first editions that are all beat up. People have to open them.
Yep.
Or you're selling a beat up box, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? There's an inherent collectability to that. So anyway, like we were talking about, Nightfall's the last stand. Are you guys buying at 140?
Yeah, I'll buy one.
I would buy at 140. Over that, though, it gets a little weird. Like, I'm not sure how much more I would pay over that.
Especially because you're going to be playing it more often.
Right.
You're not
Mark, let me tell you this. Pokemon just released a box, I believe it was a week and a half ago. Somebody's going to correct me, I'm sure. $150 a box. $150 a box. I don't know if they have 36 packs. I don't believe they do. And sold out. You can't find it in stores anywhere. I mean, people are, stores are limiting the one per person, whatever.
Yeah.
Target, Walmart already shut it down because grown men fight over it. The thing is do you think this price point is saying straight up we can compete with Pokemon? $140. Like, hey, buy a Pokemon box, buy us. We're American. We have fun things that you guys know. Like, I know people grew up with Pokemon, but like Matt and I said, we weren't in that community.
Right.
But I know what a Bigfoot is.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Sasquatch.
I know Uncle Sam.
Or Batsquatch. I mean, these are things like you've heard of Killer Clown from Chicago on the map. I mean, this is our region. Yep. Like, it's fun for us. This is neat. They're making their stand, and I like it.
Yeah.
I, for one, am saying, kudos to you, MetaZoo.
And and I also remember, like, there's 36 packs in those boxes. So if these retailers are splitting them up for packs, that gets pretty reasonable. Maybe it is going to be a $6 pack or something like that.
$5 pack, even
$5 pack.
Yeah.
The $5 pack would be very
$180.
reasonable.
That's
That's very easy to throw $5 down. You gotta find
It is.
It's just easy to do. So I could see the packs kind of taking off as well. Maybe being a little bit slower selling, but still selling.
MetaZoo's advantage, and I think, Matt, you agree with me. Mark, we've talked about this thing on the show, is like, hey, straight up, they're saying 13 plus, 12 plus. These are for, like, you're a kid, yeah, but also older.
Yep.
Like, you understand what you're reading on the card. It's more advanced than, say, a Pokemon, which, like, here's Bidoof.
Yeah, right. Here's some flashy numbers. Here you go.
Yeah,
That's
here's
it. Simple as
Porygon.
that.
Like, I don't, it's different. It has a different vibe to it, and they're making their run. They're saying, we're going to do this, or we're not going to do it.
Yeah. And, if it does get too expensive, I think if I'm not buying a box, if I'm not buying packs, I'm buying individual cards. Things that are unique.
And, Mark, that's interesting. So, Mark did a little bit of research on, I'm going to go to it here.
Pull up the spell book.
Right here.
Get rid of Bigfoot up top, or
I will get
we'll
rid of
just
Bigfoot.
always.
Wait, you can use
this is
Bigfoot
some-
later, Mark?
So, like, if you watch this for a minute, like, on our show, I went to go to PSA card, pop report, APR. You can see what they're grading. Well, Mark used this to kind of figure out, well, what in the world is MetaZoo going to do with this next set? They haven't released a set list. We don't know what's going on. But Mark, however,
Oh, I see some things out here in the spell book. So when I was going through the how to play thing, this is where I was researching cards. And when I was going through the traits, I noticed that some didn't have any cards. So let's click on the traits. It's on the right column.
Right here?
Yeah, select Bloodsucker. We'll just do one that pulls up. And then at the top,
So
just search
Chupacabra
it.
has that.
And when it has it, see, you get the
it is.
Chupacabra.
I
Very
know.
easy, right?
Look at
That's
this
his
guy.
favorite. You knew that right away. Man, this guy's becoming a pro. You should take the MetaZoo test. All right.
I'm
now
gonna
do it for Destroyer.
Okay. Oh,
There's nothing there.
oh.
Whoa.
There's nothing there.
So what does that tell you, Mark?
So if there's a beastie that comes up and it has Destroyer as a trait, I'm buying it. It's the first run of that trait. So you're not going to find this in the first run. So you want to show him one more?
Yeah,
Let's
show
show him
him
one more. Let's do Invisible, and we could show him Invisible because we'll bring up Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
So go to the top.
Aye.
So there's 0 results for Invisible, so nobody starts with it. But let's go back. Let's show him Bigfoot. So get rid of Invisible. Let's go to none, and then just type in Bigfoot, all one word.
Oh, there we go. Good.
Yeah, all one word. Not the the other one won't pull it up.
There we go.
And there you go. And if you click on him, Doug, you can see it, that top part. If you're within 5 miles of a forest, Bigfoot gains invisible. So that's how he gets invisible.
So, like, the
he
trait.
has
So
invisible.
the trait they were searching for, Mark, is the invisible.
The starting
here.
trait. Yes, your starting trait.
But
Absolutely.
He pulls up invisible if you're within 5 miles of forest.
Yes, exactly.
Forest
so,
is very,
So that's kind of one of those in-between ones where it's not quite, but it is. So is this as much of a buying opportunity as Destroyer? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. I think.
So
I
are
think they
those?
both
Yeah. So Destroyer, you have Flash. Right
Flash. You want to check out
Yeah, what is
Flash? Get rid of
Flash?
Bigfoot.
now. Let's get rid of it. Get out of here, Bigfoot.
Flash, when they enter the arena, no one can do anything. You kind of stun. I don't know if it's one beastie or everybody. I think it's one beastie.
So this is pretty dope. This is a pretty dope trait. You could stop people from attacking. Like, let's say Matt is the Mothman out. I'm flashing him. You know why? Because I don't want to die that
You
route.
pervert.
Well,
It's a way to shut down a card, yeah.
he-
And I don't think they can do anything, so even if they're a defensive card,
Sure.
things like that.
Sure.
So I think it's a buying opportunity. That's how I see it.
See? All right, so Mark makes a great point. Speaking of buying opportunities, real quick, we talked about auctions ending at the wrong time, blah, blah, blah. Look, if Nightfall comes out and it's a success, you know what's a great buying opportunity? Literally anything that's first edition here. Literally any of this stuff that's currently listed. Like, if it takes off, would you pay $81 for a Charizard First Edition? Would you?
Yep.
I mean, yeah. I mean, First Edition Shadowless.
Yeah.
All day.
You know, and the reverse hollows I think look cool. They really do.
I agree with that.
I still maintain that I think the reverse hollows look better than
I
the full
agree with that.
hollows.
Look, and here's a First Edition Reverse Hollow of the Mothman. And you know what's dope about that is the hologram is on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and said, MetaZoo came out and said, special hologram pattern for each set. So, like, the Nightfall will have skulls and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's kind of cool because this will be the only Mothman that has this pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on him. I mean, there's some cards that I think look so much better reverse hollow than they do regular hollow. Just
Sinkhole
kinda
Sam?
is. Well,
Man, I think it both ways. It's a beautiful card.
Squonk's just a dope card. Squonk with
Squonk's
his
all
air.
reverses,
The
isn't it?
Squonk air. No, he's not. Squonk has a regular and Squonk has a
Oh,
reverse
I
hollow.
haven't
Yeah.
seen a full Squonk.
No, there's no full. No. There's regular Squonk and reverse hollow Squonk.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. There's only a reverse
Oh.
hollow. Yes, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you can't get a full hollow Squonk?
No.
Okay.
I wish. Mark,
I
hey,
did
You
not
find
know
one,
that.
Mark. You point in my
Whoa, let's
direction.
look-
Oh man, I'm
for
keeping
that
him. I'm
in,
putting him in my deck. I'm gonna start crying.
We were quickly talking about last show, if you guys were watching, the Tripadero, what made it so weird and rare.
Yeah.
That was
I
the
just
Kickstarter,
I
right?
want to show you guys this.
Yeah.
Man. God damn it. You know what? Things got real weird.
It's Tripodero.
And we have the spell book up too. If you
There it is, gang. All right, so Tripodero. So here he is, Kickstarter. He's $2,000 because he's just not out there. Error card. Not just
not really
just
an
not out
error.
there. The error card. Everybody's saying the error card. There is a Tripodero. If you look, and you'll see an error. Well, I'll do this. He's like missing his body.
I'm
No, that's not it. And I'll show you. It's really
like
weird.
it's a print defect?
It was a weird
There we
print
go.
defect.
Let me see this. Let me see this guy.
Yeah, it's like they forgot to put it on the last layer.
The last layer didn't make it.
Huh.
They exist.
And that's...
That's the most rare card.
There he is.
You know, we had a couple of those. Looks like a shadow credential.
Shadow. A couple guys pulled those fresh out of packs. Fresh out of packs, Matt.